Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, "I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there." Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. That effort permeates through the entire team. Couple conference rivals going head-to-head. That ups the ante in this one.
A certain amount of, I know you too well.
Yeah.
I don't like you. We've seen each other too much. The games have been too hard. It's the complete antithesis of what you and I feel for one another, Kevin.
But Doris, having played, having coached, do you really know a team too well? Does that really come with that kind of familiarity?
But yeah, I think sometimes, you know this guy wants to go right if he puts it on the deck. You know that he's going to pull up the jumper going to the mid-range. I mean, there's just so many tendencies. When you've seen a team over and over like we've done here, you get to know their tendencies so well that I'll tell you, the game becomes very challenging.
And now Washington starting group. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Morris pairs with Gortat down low, and it's Porter in at the small forward. And Wall kicks to Morris. Passes it to Gortat, 14 feet away, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Sometimes you've got to get right in the shooter's grill to bother him, and that's what they did to him.
Kicks it to Bosh. Dishes it to Winslow. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And so here is Miami. Raiders no luck. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Bosh sets the pick for Waiters. Outside Bosh. The dish now to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Heat shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good. And the Wizards looking to build a new practice facility south of the Verizon Center on the grounds of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Doris, expected to be completed in 2018.
And Kevin, this is a project that will include housing and retail space, a 5,000-seat arena for the women's basketball team. Nice to see some development in a neighborhood, Ward 8, that could use the extra tax dollars.
Beal's shot is good.
Boy, a dead eye like Beal, you better close out and force him to put it on the deck.
Waiters with the ball. He dishes it to Dragic. Here's Whiteside. Goes back up. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Wall against Dragic. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. Porter passes to Morris. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Chris Bosh. Well, for Markieff Morris, it feels like he has found a home here in Washington. As soon as he was traded to the team, he felt welcomed and enjoys, Doris, the close-knit relationship the team has within its roster.
And you know what, Kevin, for Morris, that's a big deal to him. He is at his best when he's comfortable with the situation he's in. And if he feels welcomed, he'll focus on his play, and that is when he's at his best. And he might become a fan favorite with the way he will gush on about this Wizards organization.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, just watch Markieff Morris play, and you can see why he's such a threat in the front court. He's got the size and speed to guard either the 3 or the 4, and that gives you options as a coach defensively. Very smooth, easy jump shot. This is a really talented big.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Morris isn't shy about letting it fly from deep. Not the most consistent shooter from range, but Morris will make you pay if you leave him alone, and he'll certainly keep you honest defensively.
Well, I think, Kevin, when Morris plays and moves, it just looks like he is a shooting guard with the fluidity of motion. You almost forget that he's a legit 6'10" because of the ease he has putting the ball on the deck to create a shot. There are not a lot of players his size as comfortable doing the moves he does to get open and find looks.
Now here's Beal following the miss by Chris Bosh. Wallace screen on Dragic from the arc. And Winslow pulls it down. He'd have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Dragic. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Dragic.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Morris against Bosh. Beal connects. The jumper drops. Beal's got 5 now.
That's something he can do all night, gentlemen. Beal is deadly spotting up.
Bosh kicks to Dragic. Right side, no good.
Stellar defense to alter that shot. You could tell his release was a tad awkward.
It's Porter outside. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Dragic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Waiters. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And no matter who it is, that kind of deed isn't going to get it done.
Morris a screen. Morris with the screen for Wall. Outside, Beal. Clock at 6. Feeds to Gortat. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Oh, a bone-jarring screen from Gortat, and that frees the shooter.
Here's Bosh. Porter pulls it in.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Morris dishes to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Waiters. Beal's shot is good.
You know, probably could have set that screen with a little more force, but it got him just enough room to be able to finish.
Outside, Dragic. Back to Winslow. Bosh passes to Whiteside. That one, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Porter. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Waiters. The shot's good. Waiters got 7 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Beal gets a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. In the corner, Winslow with it. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. The jump hook, and it falls over the rim and in. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
Boy, just impossible for either team to gain the upper hand. Momentum swinging back and forth on every possession.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. It's good.
Timeout.
Just a really good finisher inside. Morris showing aggressiveness at the point of attack.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Now, we all know John Wall has been the subject of media scrutiny during his tenure in D.C., and so much expected out of him that when the team comes up short, obviously the blame falls on him. He is the leader, but sometimes it feels as if he's the only player to get blamed.
Give them a round of applause, fans. Your Heat answers.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 1. Well, with Wall and the media, Wall himself said that he'll make sure to read every critical piece about him. The thinking is, Dorsey can't just read articles when you're playing well. He'll use any criticism as motivation.
And isn't that, Kevin, exactly what the great players do? They find motivation wherever they can. And I think you have to give credit to John Wall for not shying away from criticism, right? What makes you get better other than when people are challenging you?
Gortat misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Porter against Winslow. Inside, here's Bosch. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And a new group in for the Heat. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Derek Williams comes in for Justice Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Burke in for John Wall. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Chris Bosh. Doris, you've worked with so many coaches in so many different ways throughout your career. You were a player and you were an assistant coach yourself, and as a broadcaster now, do you ever see yourself maybe back on the sidelines?
Yeah, you know, that's how I started my career, Kevin. I've always thought that when my broadcasting career is over, I miss the competition. I miss working with a group of players to sort of achieve something special. So no question I see myself back there.
Here's Johnson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Really a great setup that time from Williams. Nice awareness of the play.
Her kicks to Oubre. Now the feed to Nicholson. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Beal. Knocks down the 10-footer. Beal's got 10 points in the game.
Unbelievable quarter. He believes every shot he takes is going in.
Johnson against Mahinmi. Here's Williams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, one thing I think that Derek Williams had working against him was where he was taken in the draft. I mean, pick number 2 overall. He came into the league with a ton of expectations. And it's clear he can't be a franchise guy, but he can contribute important minutes to a winning team.
And the first one at the line is good. And Doris, as you said, it can be so difficult for a player to live up to draft position and expectations. Williams seems to have moved beyond that now.
Well, I think it's Williams' talent and skill. That's never been in question. He's always been able to run out and contribute. I think for him it was a matter of expectations, being too high for the player he was out of college. And now that time has passed, he can sort of focus on helping his team win in a smaller role and not be faced with the kind of scrutiny that comes with being such a high pick.
Here's Nicholson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Burke can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Williams dishes to Johnson. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Oubre kicks to Burke. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
No, I mean, exactly. That's not an easy area for him to operate in with that kind of defensive setup. A nice job to get it up and over the bigger guy.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And here are the Heat now. It's a three-point game. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Washington has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Wizards passing it around. Burke can't get it to go. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And the shot is good from Johnson. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's Mahinmi. Inside, and Mahinmi with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here is Ellington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Ellington. The Heat need to get a shot off. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Washington shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Burke. It's good from long range. And it's a 3-point Wizards lead.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Back to Williams. He feeds it to Richardson. Passes to Johnson. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Here's Beal. Poked away. The Heat shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. The Heat have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
2.
The first one falls. John Wall's checked in for Beal. And Richardson drops them both. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks to Oubre. Here's Nicholson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That's your home. That's the area you simply have to protect.
Now here's Wall. Here's Burke. The Wizards with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Johnson gets the bucket.
I love what I see from him this quarter. Very decisive and very accurate.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Burke dishes to Nicholson. Here's the three. That shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Williams passes to Johnson. Picked by Williams. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Johnson outside. Dishes it to Williams. Clock is at 3. The tray. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a clock. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hands. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow-through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still, to this day, thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
You know, and until the defense closes off that lane to try and stop that, no reason to change strategies.
Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Richardson is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Washington with the rebound. Now here's Wall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Come to me, come to me.
Lets it go from 11. Good on the jump shot. Wall's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards.
You just love to see John Wall take it inside and get the job done. Shows how versatile he is.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Bosch dishes to Whiteside. Good on the bucket. Whiteside's got 8 points. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Burke. 6 points for him. Back to Wall. Smith with a screen on Dragic. Wall missing again.
Oh, it's a great look at the basket. Sometimes you feel like the shot is good, and it just comes up that much short.
Washington trailing. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosh. Oh, man.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And you watch Chris Bosh out there, always in the right spot, be it on offense or defense. Doesn't get enough credit for how well he positions himself. Always moving to open space to create an outlet or get an easy jump shot.
Well, a free throw drops for Bosh. Talking again about Bosh and his impact on the court. A lot of what he does, Greg, won't show up in the box score. He leaves his marks on the game in ways stats really can't measure.
It's a great point, and there are a lot of players in the league like that, but Bosh is certainly one of those guys. You can just see how defenses react to his presence when he's on the floor. Very vocal and acts as a leader on the defensive side as well.
Now here's Wall. Morris a screen. And here's Wall. Outside, Beal. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Smith. The 10-footer. Yep, that one goes.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
Morris against Bosh. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. Connects from three-point range. Waiters got 10.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Beal kicks to Morris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Dragic the pass to Waiters. It's stolen by Wall. Morris outside. Smith trying to break loose. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Dragic dishes to Waiters. Bosh the screen. Back to Dragic. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by John Wall.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
There's Beal with the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bosh kicks to Dragic. Bosh with it. He's picked up by Wall. Bosh passes to Waiters. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Bosh has got 3 assists in the game.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Waiters no luck.
Ill-advised shot there.
You know, I really expected him to swing that one back around.
Beal's shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dragic dishes to Waiters. Bosh the screen. And Morris comes over to help. And then Bosh with the jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
And the Wizards with possession, following the score by Miami. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Whiteside a screen on Wall. Winslow wide open, and he fires. A three-pointer no good. The Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. The dish now to Porter. Wall passes to Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, I think with the injuries that Bradley Beal has had to deal with in his career, it has taken a toll on his development. He's never played a full season in the NBA, and it's pretty hard to maximize your game when you're always fighting back from injury.
With Beal, he said himself that he might need to be on a minute restriction for the rest of his career. Of course, that's not a good sign.
No, it's not, Kevin. And in the past, Beal has played quite a bit every time he's been available, so this would be a tough adjustment if that happens. For Beal, you need to do whatever it takes to stay healthy on the floor. He's a big-time talent, but he can't help his team if he's injured more often than not.
Gortat's checked in for Smith. Fires for 3. Winslow's shot is off. Wizards leading by 3. And Wall kicks to Gortat. He dishes it to Porter. Pass to Morris. Unloads from 13. Count it. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Great shooting touch in face-up game opportunities for a power forward. Morris deadly from mid-range.
Now here's Waiters. 13 points in the game. Shots good by Bosch.
You know, he shot well in the opening period, but since then, he's been absolutely dominant.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
Wizards leading by 3. Outside, Wall feeds it to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. Wall dishes to Morris. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 11 points for Markieff Morris.
Boy, he's been dead-eyed tonight, and the whole team has prospered from that.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Pass to Waiters. Right side a screen. Back to Bosch. Shoots off the screen. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Morris. Again, the Wizards score.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's the pick. Right side kicks to Bosch. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bosch has got 10 points in the game.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Wall. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
That teardrop, right? Such a valuable tool for point guards. Able to get it off in the lane was John Wall.
Bosch, the screen, and Waiters kicks to Dragic. Off the pick, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Gortat with his screen on Dragic, and Wall kicks to Gortat, stolen by Bosch. In transition, here comes Miami. Dragic against Wall. Dragic the pass to Bosch. There's the pick. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A different look for Miami. James Johnson's checked in for Whiteside. Derek Williams comes in for Winslow, and it's Johnson in for Waiters. And then for Washington, Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Morris. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Burke in for John Wall. Now here's Burke. He has 6. Now the feed to Gortat. Now Oubre. The pass to Nicholson. 5 on the clock. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Wizards lead by 4. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Gortat with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Beal can't get it to go. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Bosch, the screen. Bosch hits the pick for Johnson. Back to Dragic. Clock at 6. The 3. Oubre pulls it in.
And this is the thing. They're trying to battle back, but his erratic shooting is really hurting.
And that one's good. Burke
You know, the step slow on the defensive end, and it cost them 3 points. Bad decision.
Johnson dishes to Dragic. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's been somewhat off this quarter, but the desire to score is evident.
And Beal kicks to Nicholson. To the paint. Here's Burke. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Goran Dragic. A lot of great defensive-minded coaches, too, in the NBA. Who stands out there for you?
Boy, this is Tom Thibodeau for me,
Yes.
right? I mean, he changes the way, you talk about taking away boxes and elbows in the NBA, loading up to ball side, giving up contested twos. That's Tom Thibodeau.
Attention to detail.
No question.
And that one falls for Burke.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Heat making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. Burke hits them both. The Heat trail by 9. Johnson outside. Passes it to Williams. Johnson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bosh can't get it to go. Washington's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Beal's shot is good.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Bosh, the screen. Here's Ellington. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Not the strongest play defensively, though. I mean, he was taken out by that screen far too easily.
Now here's Burke. He's got 11. Outside Beal. Back to Burke. Stolen by Bosh. Oh, trying for it. Gortat with the steal. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Beal's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Johnson the screen. Bosh passes to Ellington. And it's off from three-point range. Well, the Wizards shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Gortat inside. He's covered by Bosh. He gets that one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks to Ellington. Lets it go. Tries to keep it alive. Miami no good on that time either.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
Beal, that's for 2. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Boy, they can head to the bench riding high. There will be a few extra smiles in their huddle after that buzzer beater.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Wizards lead by 15. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Bradley, great first half for you. Look, we know you come from a football-playing family. It looked like you wanted to establish control in a football-type way in the first half.
You have to. This is a physical game. You see the refs they call a lot of hard fouls, but sometimes they don't call them. So, I mean, you can't complain about it. You just have to just keep attacking. And these guys are big. I mean, this is the NBA, so you have to be physical and not complain and try to go strong every time you go to the basket.
Bradley, thanks for your time. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Well, he's given us every reason to anticipate big scoring outbursts, and tonight, no exception.
Here is Wall. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. The always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. And it's Gortat in at the 5.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Wall. Down low. In transition, here comes Miami. Waiters leading the charge. There's Winslow. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Wizards leading by 11. And Wall kicks to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. And a miss there on the triple. And Miami shooting reasonably well, 45%. Dragic dishes to Winslow. Pass to Whiteside. There's a screen. Bosh, the screen. Whiteside, the pass to Winslow. Miami no good on that time either.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
I'll tell you what, though, he'll take that every time. That's a great look.
Beal's shot is good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
You know, just looking at Marcin Gortat in his career, it's hard to find a more consistent player at that center spot. You know, he always shoots an efficient rate from the floor, doesn't miss a lot of time due to injuries, and you can always expect him to be available.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Here's Whiteside, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Whiteside's got 10 points in the game. With Gortat, he's been a double-double machine for teams ever since he became a starter.
Well, I think it just speaks to the effort that Gortat gives on the floor, Kevin. You know he's going to use that great footwork to get you scores from the low box. And you also like that he can get you production without needing the offense to run through him.
Whiteside kicks to Winslow. Porter with the steal. And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. Here's Morris. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's 15 points for Markieff Morris.
Now, terrific ball movement there, and once again, John Wall finds the right man at the right time.
Here's Waiters. Offline with his three. Wizards leading by 13. Here's Wall. He's got 9. He feeds it to Gortat. And Washington again with the bucket.
Yeah, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
And the Heat call time here. And last season, John Wall said he felt that he is a top 3 point guard in the NBA. While he certainly is up there, that is a pretty bold statement to make. So that being said, Doris, where do you feel he falls?
Well, you know, this is an interesting time in the NBA. Some call it the golden age of point guards, and most will agree he is a top 6 or 7 point guard and has some areas he can improve on. And with how his career arc is trending, I would say he's very close to being a top 3 point guard in the league, just not quite there yet.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Back to Dragic. Back to Waiters. Just 5 on the clock. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He's been taking what the defense gives him, shooting a high percentage, and they still trail.
Wall is screen on Waiters. Down low. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Beal. Wall's got 11 points.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And you know he's not going to back down anytime soon. It doesn't matter if they're trailing or holding a lead like they are right now. He's going to keep pouring it on. You know, once a pass is made out of the double team like that, the defense is spread too thin to stop the bucket. Heads up assist there.
Here's Porter. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Tough to bother that shot, right? Otto Porter with prototypical size and length at the small forward.
Dragic with a screen for Bosh. Dishes it to Waiters. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Morris with a screen on Dragic. There's a screen by Gortat. Dragic comes with the double team. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Wall missing again.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Wizards leading by 12. Beal dishes to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Beal. Morris kicks to Beal. Stolen by Waiters. And Dragic has it in the corner. Launches a 3, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul. Josh Richardson's checked in for Miami. And then for Washington, Miami's checked in for Gortat. And it's Jason Smith in for Markieff Morris. Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now here's Beal. 22 points for him. He kicks the Wall. And he lays it straight in. Wall's got 13.
Boy, the focus and the extension. John Wall finding an angle and finishing.
The dish now to Richardson. Bosh, the screen. No one near him. No good on the shot. And it's Washington the other way. And it's Wall in the corner. Porter kicks to Smith. It's Beal on the wing. Richardson covering. Clock at 6. Count the basket. 7 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Heat call time here. Well, for Bradley Beal, he's just an incredible three-point shooter, and Doris always has been since he came into the league out of Florida after growing up in the St. Louis area.
Well, think about this, Kevin. Beal has never averaged less than 4 three-point attempts a game in his career. This is one of the most consistent three-point threats in the NBA, and his shot is effortless. With how well this guy shoots, you almost wish he could shoot more often and see how far he can take his game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Burke, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And here are the Heat now. They trail by 16. Smith against Whiteside. Johnson the screen. Got a piece of it. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Bosh, the screen. Richardson kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Bosh. The baseline jumper goes down. Bosh has got 4 points this quarter. Wizards leading by 14. Outside, Wall. Fires at the elbow. Again, the miss by Wall. The Heat have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Winslow. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Smith's shot is good.
Well, the vision of John Wall, right? Just makes another smart delivery.
Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And here's Richardson. Bosh, the screen. Richardson dishes to Whiteside. Feeds to Johnson. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Wizards leading by 14. Screen by Smith. Burke kicks to Wall. Nice D from Bosh.
If you're going to screen for your man, screen like you mean it.
Richardson the pass to Whiteside. From 13, and it's Miami with another. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, that does not look good. Let's just hope it's not too serious.
You cringe when you see that happen. Unfortunate part of the game.
And the Heat with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Williams comes in for Chris Bosh. And Ellington is subbed in for Winslow. And then for Washington, Andrew Nicholson comes in for Smith. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Otto Porter Jr.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Now Ellington. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Ellington. Richardson dishes to Ellington. On the wing, Williams. Trying his luck deep. Not going to go that time. Wizards leading by 14. Outside, Wall. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Boy, the speed just makes it so tough to contain John Wall without fouling.
For Washington, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Well, this is the #1 pick back in 2010. John Wall, he's the franchise. No question about that.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
It's ridiculous to give up that many points in the paint. You know, I think he'd like them to play a bit more physical.
Johnson outside. The feed now to Williams. Back to Johnson. The pass to Richardson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Williams. There's the triple. Williams with another miss. Wizards leading by 15. Burke with it. 13 points in the game. To the left side wing. Passes it to Mahimi. To the paint, Nicholson. Good work there as it goes. And the Wizards lead by 17.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Johnson outside. Stripped away. And it's Wall in the corner for 3. Up again. Out to the right wing. Nicholson kicks to Burke. 1:58 left in the third quarter. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Miami. Wash comes in for Johnson. And Winslow subbed in for Derek Williams. Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. And Wall kicks to Oubre. 5 to shoot. Wall passes to Nicholson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
And because of the ways he's distributed the ball, it's left no doubt as to who they're going to run their offense through every time down.
Chris Bosh. 2.
And that one falls for Bosh. Both free throws good from Bosch.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The three. Nicholson's shot is off. The Heat trail by 17. Winslow dishes to Johnson. Outside Bosch. Johnson the screen. Bosch kicks to Ellington. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. Ellington's got 5 now. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Mahinmi a screen. Beal from long range. Good on the three-point shot. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Folks, we call it cooking. Bradley Beal is working offensively.
Johnson, the pass to Winslow. Bosch, the screen. Here's Winslow. Jumper off the screen. Bosch misses.
You know, in most situations, coach is okay with him taking that shot, even if it doesn't go in.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nicholson dishes to Beal. And the shot falls short this time.
I thought for sure he would hit that shot, but his release didn't look good.
Now here's Johnson. Got it up. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter... Here's Dragic. Wayne Ellington is out there with Dragic. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Winslow, and it's Bosch in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Dragic. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. Beal pulls it in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Wall sets a screen for Beal. Kicks it to Wall. Pass to Smith. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Waiters, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game. And Wall kicks to Porter. Wizards passing it around. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wall, and it's sent back by Bosch. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now David Aldridge has an update for us on Hassan Whiteside. David, what's the news?
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. That's the end of his night, and he could be out for a while. Not the news you wanted to hear, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy. Lined it up and knocked it down. His second triple tonight.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bosch with the bucket. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Wall kicks to Morris. Back to Wall. Wall draws the double. And the wide open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Waiters, rejected by Wall.
Now you see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort.
Wizards making a switch here. Gortat's checked in. Bosch with it, guarded now by Morris. This is to Ellington, 4 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. That shot off. Great D that time from Beal.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Again, the miss by Morris.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
No, and it looked like he got a bit ahead of himself and just couldn't pull back.
Now here's Bosch. Miami no good on that time either. Outside, Wall. And a wide open look for Porter. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 18.
We saw this at Georgetown. Porter continues to improve as a shooter, and he can't be ignored. You can't blame him for this deficit on the scoreboard. This guy's been consistent as always.
And that one's good by Gortat.
That's just terrific team basketball leading to a bucket. Great feed, better finish.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Morris. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And here's Wall. Outside, Beal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Beal's got 27.
Love to see a shooter like Beal mixing it up on the interior.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. He feeds it to Bosch. That one off the back iron and out. Washington leading now by 20. Now Porter. He kicks it to Wall. Back to Porter. Fires the three. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wall with the steal. The dish to Porter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, if Porter realizes how close the defense is on him, he simply gets the contact, still knocking down the shot too.
And one reason why Otto Porter saw a huge increase in his role is that, Doris, he was able to develop a three-point shot that had teams, giving him a lot of respect, and then they had to adjust to. He was always strong going to the rim, but now defenses had to follow him out to that three-point line.
Well, as you know, Kevin, having a consistent three is such a big deal now for perimeter players. Porter at 6'8" has a smooth release and no problem shooting over the arms of smaller defenders who might rotate to him. And he's developed a nice little pull-up shot. If teams ever overextend, he can just step back and knock down a 2.
Now here's Waiters. He dishes it to Winslow. Bosch, the screen. Bosch, a screen on Porter. Winslow's shot is off.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Confidence, he's lacking poise, he's forcing things that aren't there, he's just taking shots out of rhythm.
Feeds to Waiters. Pass to Bosch. Dragic against Wall. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on John Wall.
Goran Dragic. 2.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. The Heat making a switch here. Nick Roberts has checked in. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Wizards leading by 20. Gort's out with a screen on Dragic. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 20 points for Wall.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. Takes the 3. And again, it's Wall with the 3. Wall's got 14 points here in the second half.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Dragic. They set the screen. Here's Winslow. And again, it's the Heat missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the shot is good.
Well, you talk about a dominant quarter. Everything's coming up points for this guy.
Dragic the pass to Winslow. And Morris comes over to help. Will it go? And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Bosh.
Boy, somehow he wound up all by himself behind the arc. Clearly a missed assignment on the defensive end. Coach will not be happy.
Timeout.
Washington calls timeout.
Start it.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Bosh. Williams comes in for Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Mahinmi. It's deflected. Taken away by Williams. It's Richardson on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Washington leading now by 23. Burke dishes to Mahinmi. The pass to Satoransky. Burke kicks to Nicholson. Here's Satoransky. Burke with it. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
Incredible defense. Takes real courage to risk getting posterized and come up with a big stop.
Here's Richardson. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahinmi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Satoransky. Richardson covering. Burke kicks to Satoransky. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Pouring it in from deep. They have been absolutely unconscious down the stretch.
Plays it up and banks it in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Johnson kicks to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, the authority on display there. We know he can throw it down. Derek Williams got plenty of hop in those legs.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Amazing. The quickness, the eye-hand coordination of these guys, extraordinary.
The Wizards making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Satoransky, the pass to Burke. Here's Satoransky. Richardson covering. Just 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Burke.
Add another triple to their second half total.
I mean, since the break, they've been unconscious from distance.
Richardson kicks to Johnson. There's a screen by Williams. Good ball movement here by Miami. Again, Williams missing.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, he took a solid angle, didn't block the attempt, but still forced the miss.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Assist from Thomas.
Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Williams. Richardson up top. Shoots a 3, and the Heat another 3. The Wizards shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Here's Satoransky. Burke kicks to Smith. The feed to Oubre. And Burke has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Johnson kicks to Johnson.
2 minutes.
Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. And no good that time. Washington controlling the game. To the middle. Here's Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. 6 points for Smith.
Boy, worked out well for them that time. Always love to get the ball inside and cash in from close range.
Outside Williams. It's Richardson on the wing. Johnson in the corner. Passes it to Richardson. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Johnson. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Washington.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for John Wall. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Burke following the score by Miami. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Wizards ball.
Washington controlling the game. Oubre sets the screen for Burke. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's Johnson. Right side Williams. Oubre with the steal. And here is Burke. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. John, congrats on the win. You and Bradley say it a lot that you're the best backcourt in the league. Do you believe that?
I'm not going to say we had the best backcourt in the league, but we're going to be a talented backcourt for years to come with. It's great to play with somebody that can knock down shots like that. He can create, he can push the ball, he defends, and he made the job a lot easier for me. If you want to help, I can find him at any time.
A lot of excitement here with this young backcourt. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, John Wall. One could say he had quite a fourth quarter. Completely shut the door on any attempt by the other side to sneak this one out. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
You want to talk about domination? You want to talk about...
And that's it for tonight.